Hi everyone! Today I am going to be showing you a completed book flip through. This is Reptiloids II, the colouring book. As you can see, it's quite a small book. Now I have had the first book as well, which I have completed, so there's a flip through of that one as well if you're interested. But I've had a go at this one, and I thought I would show you. So it's quite a small book. You can see it's an Amazon book. The author is Vasyl Saiko. It says on the back, the copyright. Here we go. And it just says he's a caricature artist, and there are 32 pictures in here, and they're quite funny. I always think they're funny. It does say, I hope the book makes you smile. So let's have a little look. So this page here, now I have a feeling I might have done this when I did my flip through, but I can't really remember. It's quite a while. You know, my new book flip through, and I haven't been able to find some of these. I've written down what pencils I used, and some of them I haven't. But here he is with his sort of caveman type reptile. I just think they're great fun. And what I've done with all of them is I've done their skin in different colours. Some of them I've done like a sort of crocodile alligator type greeny browns, but others of them I've tried different things, so I shall show you and you can have a little look. So this poor lady, I thought I'd do her in a sort of reddish pink. She looks a little bit strange, but they all look a little bit strange. Now this book as well, just to explain, I haven't really done much shading or very sophisticated colouring in it. It's because it's quite funny, and the style of drawing isn't something that I'm used to doing either, so really it's mainly just been about having lots of fun and just using it as a relaxation. I love the fact that she's got a pipe here. It's quite surreal. Now we have this chap here with a cigarette or cigar and some booze, you know, but in his sort of jacket. I always think it's, what I find so funny about them is that they are in such a sort of sophisticated looking surroundings or clothing, and yet they just look quite ridiculous. So I find them really funny and fun to colour. So I often pick up the book, or now it's finished, I have to find something else. When I'm feeling like I just want a bit of cheering up, I want to do something that isn't too difficult, that I can just have a bit of a laugh with. You know, the picture will make me smile, that sort of thing. So same with this one. We've got these sort of silhouetted buildings in the background. I did some dots in the sky with white to look like stars, because I felt it was a sort of nighttime scene. This one, there's a lot of white that I haven't coloured for the shirt. I just felt that I wanted it to be white. I don't know what else to say about this little chap. So far, no colours. This one I did as a buddy colour. I remember almost when the book was new. And I tried to do a little bit of a sunrisey picture in the background, or sunset, and they're digging out some treasure. Now this one is done with Prismacolor. I've actually written that one down. There's a little bit of a background actually. I was going to say I didn't do a background, but there's a very, very pale blue. It's probably cloud blue, something like that. It's really faint. So that's that one. Can't turn the page. There we go. Now this one was done with Chroma Flow. This naughty chap is stealing the eggs of this bird. I could come in a bit closer, couldn't I? For these ones this way around. What I also liked about these is that there's a sort of border around each one, and you can do it plain or, you know, however you wish really, and I always found that quite good. It's nice to do. So this one I did as a sort of like a ribbon in a contrasty colour to what was going on. It's quite plain, this one, isn't it? So I sort of did the armour in silvery tones with grey. This is done with polycolour pencils. I did in brown. I think he's the only one I did with this sort of brown colour, and this guy in more of a bluey green. Didn't do the inside of his mouth or his eyes. Now this one is so funny. He's just putting on a lipstick. He looks really, look at the way he's looking at her. Funny. But that one. And these guys with their musical instruments, he looks so cross. I don't know, she's rolling her eyes up to the top of her head. And in the background there are these sort of zigzaggy star shapes, and I sort of took that as if they're playing really badly. I don't know, you know, plonk, 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 squeaky, squeak. Can't turn the page. Here we go. So this one was, this is macaron. So yes, this was done with the Brute Funa macaron pencils. I was playing around with this sort of, when they were quite new actually. Actually, it's still quite new to be honest. So that was interesting. I wasn't very keen on this snake-like creature here, but that's me. That's a personal thing with me. And this one I actually did with Holbeins. Again, using the pastel shades and some of these are metallics. They're metallics in Holbein. I'm trying to think. No. Oh, maybe I got that wrong. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe they were. I don't know. Anyway, I may have got that wrong. But I messed up a bit because this wallpaper doesn't really work. But yeah. These guys, I did these in polycolour. I haven't written it down, but I remember having a dance. I rather like it. He's not very elegant, or maybe she isn't either, but it's fun. And this one, we have our wizard making some sort of potion. It's quite interesting. Not sure why I did it really pink. I was thinking let's make it look really sort of a bit yucky. Now this, I didn't know whether they were flying in leaves or fire, but I thought fire was a bit different. So I used my Chroma Flow pencils for this one, did a bit of different layers of colour for the fire. Now this one, Posca pencils, and they are slipping over in the ice skating. I just love the way they all dress. This one was done in polychromos. Quite interesting one with riding on the back of the tortoise sort of thing, I think. But it's got this sort of shell seat. That's interesting. Now we're going back round this way. I have to come out a little. This was done with Artex pencils. And we have this little flying critter lifting this person in their basket, but he's pointing down, so maybe he wants to land. I'm not sure. And this looked quite sort of regal, so I did it in a sort of gold. Oh, we're back around this way again. This, if you're scared of the dentist, you won't like this one. So I think his mouth's being held open by this bone, and it's going to pull a tooth. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, it's scary stuff. This one, I'm sure I did as a video, but I didn't find it. Now, could have gone back to, I could pause now and go and find it, but I can't because I've got our internet's down at the moment, so I can't go and look online at things. So I'm sure it's a video where I showed you how to do the brick wall and the leaves and things, but maybe I'm getting confused because, you know, as I say, I can't go back and check at the moment. So I think it's a rather sweet one actually. Now this one, this is Chroma Flow. I wasn't quite sure. I'm thinking he's got this thing here in his tongue. Is it having a piercing? Are they removing it or putting it in? I really was a little bit confused what was going on. So I did him like, look like he's wearing a sort of doctor's scrubs type thing. I just wasn't sure, a vet sort of thing, you know, I don't know. And this one it's reading a book. He's sort of looking upwards. I think he's having a ponder about what he's reading, which is rather sweet. Now this one I did the other day. Black Widows I used for this. And I thought he looked like he was wearing a Superman outfit. So I went and had a little look at some Superman pictures and sort of picked out similar colours. The little cuffs aren't that colour in Superman, but I thought it was quite an interesting highlight. So that's how I did him. This one, I think this one is really funny. Look at her. She looks like she's they're trying to romance each other, but look at their faces. And she's playing with her pearls, and he's paddling her along. But look at her face. She looks like she's been sucking lemons. And here we are, relaxing in our armchair with our gramophone, sorry. And Black Widows I use for this one. It's having a sit down with our pet in our elegant outfit. It's rather sweet. Now this one was Pablo. Now I tried to make this one really funny. She's got like this sort of dull green skin, as you can see, and I thought I'd make her wear this really revolting brash dress with purple nail polish. I thought, ugh. And I did a purple round here to sort of match with the polish, and then look at her outfit. Ugh. So I was just trying to I just wanted to make them look quite funny. Now this was done with Castle Arts gold pencils, and he's not impressed. He's been having his finger bitten. I did him with purple, sort of mauvey colour skin. I thought that was fun, a bit different, and especially as this looks like an alligator, so I did him in a sort of green, so I thought I'd do him a bit differently. And I did him some sort of lemon yellow eyes. Oh, my stomach's gurgling, I've just had a coffee. Now this one is the same as the cover, so I tried to copy the colours, but then I realised that this animal here isn't on the cover at all. There are clouds here that don't exist, so it was a little bit different, but that's fine. I just had a play and copy the colour. It just makes it really easy. I didn't put the yellow in. See, they've got yellow feet in here. I didn't put that in. I sort of messed up, and then I thought, oh well, I'll just go with it. But I was in a mood where I was quite stressed, and I just wanted something easy, so I just copied, and it was good. It just got me out of that sort of, you know, I needed something to distract me, and it worked really well. That was good. Now this one, this is odd. So he looks like some sort of military type person, I think, and there's a sort of map, but I didn't really know what she was supposed to be doing. With a cup of tea. I just made her a really nasty looking dress and just did that really. I didn't really know. Again, that was one I did just after the other one, so I was just needing some relaxed time. This one I spent quite a lot of time on, actually, doing some shading on the apples and the sunflowers and things, and working out how to do her dress. So that one I spent more time on, and you can tell. You know, but as I say, I've often just used this book for a bit of relaxation, a bit of fun, something to make me smile, so that's really good. That's the end of that. So this is an Amazon book printed in the UK. So I've tried lots of different pencils, on the paper, and I find that the Amazon paper is okay. It's not high quality, it's quite thin, but the single side means that you can use markers if you want, and if you persevere you can get some nice looks to it, but you know, it's just not the best, but there we go. But so there's that little book. I hope that was quite entertaining for you. I do find it such a funny book. But that's another one that I'm done now, so I'm trying to finish a book a month this year. I've not set that in stone because I do have some ones with quite a lot of pages left that I'm looking at trying to finish, so I might have to do quite a few, and you know, towards the end of the year. But this one I had 7 pages left this year, so it was quite easy because they're quite quick. But some books I've got like 40 pages left, and they're big ones, so we'll have to see. But I've set myself a little goal just to focus myself. What it means is that when I'm not sure what to colour, then I can look at my list and go, I haven't coloured many of those lately from that book, so I can just grab it and do that, you know. And it just helps me, rather than me sort of thinking, what should I colour now, where should I go? That's why I do it, because I don't want to waste time trying to choose a picture. I just want to get on with the colouring. But anyway, that's me. Thank you for watching today. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and happy colouring.